Gut Stuff, we're partnering with BioGaia to bring you Weaning with Guts. And Weaning Week's theme this year is Wean Wise, Gut Thrive. Is your gut thriving? Is it thriving? So, here at the Gut Stuff, we've pretty much got adult gut health on lockdown. But when it comes to kids, I literally didn't have a clue. So we've partnered with BioGaia to follow Bear's weaning journey with Lucy. Hi, who's a children's dietitian, to keep us on the right side of the tracks to follow Bear's journey for Weaning Week. Wish us luck.
So weaning is a time when there is so much misinformation around, so many myths. So we've got questions. I have things to go through one at a time to see true, yes, no, or is it just bullshit? So, number one, should babies be on 3 meals a day when you start weaning? Absolutely not. Most babies just need to start with small tastes of one or a couple of foods once a day for a period of time and gradually build up to 3 meals a day. That could be anywhere from 7 months of age, but for some babies, they won't get to 3 meals a day until they're more like 9 months of age. It's really important to follow your baby's lead, and every baby's weaning journey is going to be different, so that's going in the baby bullshit bin. So do you have to boil and cool all baby water? The answer to that is only if your baby is under 6 months of age. From 6 months of age, tap water is absolutely flying. Please also do not give them bottled mineral water or anything like that. And it says, should you also reboil cooled water? I'm assuming that's because people are worried that you need to re-sterilise water again, and the answer to that is absolutely not. That's going in baby bullshit. 2, if my baby doesn't have teeth, will it be a problem when we start weaning? Probably most babies start weaning without teeth. Some might have developed a few teeth by that point. Babies absolutely do not need teeth. Has anyone felt babies' gums? Like, they are firm. Babies don't need teeth to eat food. Even if you're doing baby-led weaning, you're using finger foods. Their gums are firm enough to start grinding down and manipulating food. So no, your baby does not need teeth, and it doesn't mean that if your baby hasn't got teeth that you shouldn't give them suitable finger foods. So that is also going in the baby bullshit bin. Oh, I missed. There we go. Are food nets a good idea? So I think this is referring to something that's often sold as a weaning product, where you would put food, let's say fruit, into a meshed bag, and baby puts that in the mouth and they chews it. Personally, I am not a fan of these. It doesn't really teach your baby anything about eating that food. Obviously changes and manipulates the texture in their mouth. They can very much still get the taste and learn about the food, even if they're just bringing it to their mouth, gumming it a little bit and spitting it out, or, you know, throwing it on the floor like lots of babies do. You do not need to use a food net. The other thing I always tell parents is, at some point you need to just stop using the food net. So, and your baby's going to have to learn to get used to you eating and manipulating that food anyway. So please don't waste your money. That can definitely go in the baby bullshit bin. Will weaning help my baby sleep through the night? Oh my God. I wish this was true. I remember when I weaned my daughter and I thought, maybe the science is wrong and she will sleep. The science and personal experience, not just for myself, but loads of families, is that weaning and introducing food isn't going to be a magic wand to make your baby sleep or sleep through the night. Baby sleep and baby development is far more complex than that. So the short answer is absolutely not. I'm sorry to quash your dreams. I'm sorry to make you think, oh, I was holding on to that bit of hope their sleep would change. It's far more complicated than that, and I would hate to make any false promises. So that is also going in the baby bullshit bin. It's getting a bit full. Next question. Do you need to sterilise everything? So I think that probably means, you know, you might be very used to sterilising things like your baby's bottles, teats, you know, maybe even dummies and things like that. So I get this question a lot because suddenly you're offering your baby food off a plate and spoons and cups. In answer and in short, absolutely not. You can just make sure your baby's cutlery, crockery is washed really well, like you would wash your own plates and forks and knives. What I will say, kind of a side tip here, it's not really to go in the bullshit bin, you can have this for extra, is that if you have silicone baby spoons and plates, they can over time acquire quite a lot of soap residue, and that means that that food tastes horrible when you put it on the plate. So if your baby suddenly starts rejecting loads of food, spitting things out, or isn't interested, give your plates a smell. I mean, I've given plates a lick. And if it tastes like soap, you need to find a way, I think sometimes it's with like lemon juice, and I think you can also bake it off, to get rid of the soap residue, because it really makes food taste rubbish. The other thing about sterilising is just to remind you that, like, bacteria and obviously not bad, bacteria that's going to cause babies to become unwell, but germs and things in our environment, aren't inherently bad for babies. They do need exposure to those sorts of things. Like we talked earlier about the fact that babies like to mouth everything, and it's really easy to think you have to go around like Miltoning everything they could possibly put their mouth on. I mean, just as a side note, they will mouth things you never thought that they would want to, or need to put in their mouth. So it doesn't need to be the case. The gut arguably probably likes the additional germs and bacteria from a development perspective. So hopefully that means I can also put it in. Oh God, I'm not doing very well. I'm missing the bin a lot. It's right next to me. No, there we go.